You don't go in as a judge. You absorb it. I mean, I read something. I looked up Barbara Rose, and because I was reminded of her, and she was such a good art critic, and she said the important thing is to stand in front of the painting and absorb it, what it is. Don't try to make a decision on it. You know, just take it in, experience it, right? So, and just from the tone of voice of a lot of film criticism, there aren't a lot of film critics who do that. You know, they come in and go, okay, I'm going to have to say something about this. I better have, you know what I mean? They're sitting there thinking about themselves, not the movie. They don't take the movie in, even like Joe Sixpack takes the movie in, just like a person, like a viewer. And you know, they're the critics all the time. The way I see it, Ed, you know, and that's not what any movie's about. The ones that are great, or the ones that fail. They're all about something other than what I see most critics coming into it trying to do. I mean, I had things happen with critics that in the course of Back to School, for example, we had a junket, a press junket, and they had tables with newspaper critics all around each table. And Rodney and Harold and I would go from table to table, and we'd each have some one-on-one six time with critics. And this one critic, I sat down at the table, and this one critic said, he was from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and he said, so when you first read the script, did you see the word prick in it? And I knew what he was doing, you know. I mean, a lot of critics had an opinion about Rodney being a prick. They didn't like him. They didn't know him, but they didn't like him, you know. They'd heard things, whatever. And I said, no, but I'm sure if there had been, it would have happened in the tailor shop scene. He would have pricked his finger. Big laugh, right? I was pissed. So I looked up that review. I didn't read every review, but I looked up the St. Louis Post-Dispatch review. And his review started, you'd think that a movie starring Rodney Dangerfield with written by Harold Ramis would have at least one laugh in it. Right? I was pissed he didn't mention me, but I wasn't a name then. I'm still not. But anyway, critics that go into a movie talking to themselves, what am I going to say about this? Right? And critics that go into a movie feeling like they have enormous power over the masses. And if they say something good, everybody's going to go see the film. And if they say something bad, they'll kill the film. You know, it's where their ego is right on the page, you know. And critics who are more concerned with writing flowery prose, like, I don't know if anybody knows who, what was his name, Tom McCahill, was a car, he reviewed automobiles, but he was a beautiful writer, you know. Critics that are looking for it's their prose get-off, right? But back to my experience with critics, if this girl at the New York Times had thought deeply enough about Rodney and his character and his persona and what Sally Kellerman had to accomplish for me and the audience in that film, she might have taken everything she said about Sally was true. She did mug, all those things. But that's what made it work. And she missed it. That's all. And she missed it in the New York Times. So, and then Russell Baker came and saved my bacon.